Hello my pretties, it is time for your Gemini February 2020 General Tarot reading. I've got your cards pulled. As I said before, we will be using the Vice Versa Tarot deck. I'm actually restarting this recording because something malfunctioned with my phone, so we'll go ahead and get started. We actually do have the Lovers or Gemini showing up in this Gemini reading, so let's see what we've got going on. We start out with the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Is it the Wheel of Fortune? I always say the Wheel of Fortune, but I always feel like it's something else. So I'm going to double check it. It is the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Swords. The Ace of Wands and Six of Swords actually came up in the Taurus reading as well, so you may wish to look at that. We then have the King of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands in reverse. Starting out with the Eight of Pentacles, we're kind of talking about being in the later stages of a manifestation. This is something where you've already imagined this, you've visualized it, you've started your creation, and here you are close to completing the process. So this is abundance in a financial aspect. We also have the Six of Cups, which can be an imbalance in a relationship, be it romantic, internal relationship with self, or a professional relationship. And it can also be that these seem like very abundant situations to begin with. Everything, it may actually almost seem too good to be true. This is not to say that you should, throw out the perfect opportunity. It's just saying be mindful and be thoughtful about where you invest your time, and don't give away your power, whatever the situation may be. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is speaking to change of fortune. So again, that does go back to the Six of Cups and things coming around to seem like they are just so perfect. Again, it's not saying not to move forward with that, but to recognize that this situation does seem like it could be too good to be true. So use good judgment when approaching it and protect yourself. Do not give away your power. We then have the Ace of Wands, and this is there's the eagle here, which is the freedom and this new passion, this new journey, but also having some self-doubt going on, and in that way poking holes in your ship. And this is kind of the part of this, the self-destructive I almost want to say self-talk or mindset way of thinking is kind of what is coming to me from that. We do have the King of Wands, the King of Wands. And it's all of this, you're very passionate about this endeavor that's very strong for the masculine energy, but there's still something that's a little off here. This is when we have the Lovers or Gemini. There's masculine and feminine demonstrated here. There's also the Serpent, which is Scorpio, so this may relate to the Scorpio sign. I haven't seen any other indications of it being Scorpio, but for a few of you that may be the case. But this is very much masculine and feminine. They also have the symbols for fire and earth on their backs. So being sure that we are in balance, and I feel like this specifically relates to Gemini and having that strong masculine energy, but also there's some of that self-doubt going on, so that may be an imbalance. Oh yeah, here we go. we have this strong masculine energy. Masculine over here, feminine down here. And then this poking holes in your own ship. So it is kind of a self-doubt vibe happening. Even though your fortunes have changed, you're close to completing this manifestation, and you're very strong in your masculine energy, but there's this underlying internal self-doubt, not something that everyone else can see, and it's in the emotional space, not relating to the way that you approach your work or the passion for it or anything like that. It is very much an internal battle. We then have the Ten of Swords, and this can be worry. It's almost like having to destroy something, a part of yourself, a way of thinking that you're very attached to in order to move forward with your abundance. And then coming up with the Page of Pentacles, leaving this way of thinking behind you. And there's actually a book titled What Got You Here Won't Get You There. Like, you have to let go of the old way of thinking in order to move on to the new way of thinking that will finalize your process. So you're at the 8, right? But you still need this Page energy. It's young energy, so it brings in that new perspective in order to move forward and complete the process. And with that, we have the Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Three of... Gosh, I can't say numbers today. We have the Three of Wands, not numbers, but you know what I mean. We have the Three of Wands moving forward with balance. We have the yin and yang here. And it's walking out into this unknown desert, like this unknown territory that may not seem as abundant as it did before, but it holds all the promise of this Wheel of Fortune, right? Your fate changing. Not even so much your fate, but the opportunities, the things that are presented to you, they are different. And in this situation, the only thing that is holding you back is your own self-doubt. Judgment, release self-judgment, bring your gifts. And actually, I've been reading this book called The Artist's Way, and I would definitely recommend that you check it out if you're experiencing these feelings, because like for me, they're bringing the head, then this like fertility and the creative abilities is kind of what they're presenting with the masculine and feminine inner child being in balance. And I feel like if you read that book, it would really strike home to you what's happening in this situation. Allow yourself... Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. You're really strong with your masculine energy, being comfortable and passionate about what you're working on, but you have this inner self-doubt of your creativity, which is in the emotional space. That's why she's holding this cup. So he's like driving them forward, but she's still questioning. And when I say she, I refer to aspects of yourself. She being a creative energy, the feminine versus the masculine. And that's where you're needing, Gemini is needing this lovers, the balance, the harmony there. Because with that and the release of self-judgment, that is when you can really come into letting go of the previous mindset, the self-destructive one, and moving forward with a new youthful creative energy to move your creative abilities to the next level. And although it may seem like the future is very bleak, you have everything that you need in order to manifest here. You have everything you need and you are well on your way. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini. I hope this was very helpful, and I will see you next time.